Hey, it's Eric G. Around the House is sponsored by Baldwin Hardware. For 75 years, Baldwin Hardware has been known for its first-class quality and craftsmanship in door and cabinetry hardware. As an alumnus of the Baldwin Hardware Design Council, I can say I have seen the details and quality from design to the finished product. If you're looking for a new style and old-world craftsmanship, I can tell you there is only one Baldwin Hardware. Check out what would look great in your home at baldwinhardware.com.
Get you on the radio, yeah, you gotta get on the radio. It doesn't take a long time.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to the midweek special of Around the House with Eric G. You know, this is where we talk home improvement each and every Saturday, but we do this midweek special to kind of get you up to speed with maybe what we didn't talk about last weekend or what we might not get to next weekend. And I wanted to give a quick little tip this week about water damage, because it's one of those things that we just kind of let seep away into our homes, and we miss them sometimes, and it's something that gets kind of expensive for people because we know about it, we know it's happening, and what happens? We just forget about it, and then guess what happens? It causes more damage and costs us a bunch more money to fix. So I wanted to talk about a minute just kind of about some of the ways to detect water damage. We all have these little places around our house that are, well, susceptible to it. Maybe it's that area between the bathtub and the vinyl flooring, maybe in the kids' bathroom or the hall bathroom. Anywhere you've got a seam between a fixture like that and a flooring is one of those things that, well, if you're not on top of that maintenance, it'll sneak up on you, and now all of a sudden you're doing flooring. So that's a problem. Things to look for with water damage, and I don't care if it's around windows or any place like that. Look for water accumulation. Obviously, if you got a damp part of the floor, that's going to be a big problem quickly. But things like discoloration, maybe warping, buckling, changes of texture in drywall, a soft spot in it, or even wood and laminate floors. If you've got that, if you've got weird expansion problems where things are swelling up, those are all signs of water damage. Same thing as if you've got odor, a little bit of weird wet smell, that's a problem as well. So places to watch for water damage, ceilings, for instance, you can really have a little spot that comes up. Maybe you've got a vent fan that's leaking in a bathroom that's dripping water back down, walls, floors, anywhere. Keep an eye out too in foundations. If you've got water leaking out of a little spot in a foundation, maybe in a crawl space or a basement, you'll see that trail of where the water's been coming down. If it's doing it for some time, you will see that evidence right there in it. It'll be like a little brown or a little white roll right down there where you'll see it, just kind of where the trail of water has been going. Also, another place you got to watch out for is behind appliances. Maybe you've got a dishwasher that's leaking and it's dripping on your hardwood floors and you don't even know it, but then all of a sudden out in front you start to see the floor starting to buckle. Kind of too late, so it's not a bad idea when you do your dishwasher maintenance to look underneath there every once in a while. Make sure you don't have a seal leaking, because it doesn't take much to create a hell of a problem. As well as keep an eye around, refrigerators. You've got a water line going in the back for an ice maker. Again, one of those things that you really got to be careful with. And when you vacuum out under and around that thing, you might take a look and make sure that one hose is not failing on you, or copper line is connected correctly or not kinked. Two places that you can really get damage. Now, the third big one, washer and dryer. That washing machine back there, if you've got a leak behind that thing, you can really tear up some floor in a laundry room as well. Laundry rooms typically have tile or vinyl floors or something like that, so they'll take a little bit of damage, but it doesn't take much to get some mold going or something like that. And if it gets to be a small one, they can get to be a big one, and then you've got it coming out into your living space, which can be a whole other big damage problem. So be careful with all of that. Now, one thing that you can do is, what do you do when you find it? I would go around your house, and if you've got a half hour, go around and take a look at every bathroom. Just look for water damage. Look in every room. Just do a kind of a water damage inventory inside the house, under the sink cabinet, underneath around the toilet, making sure you don't have any leaks around there. These are all places to take a look at. Pull the window shades back and look around the windows. Do you have any leaks around there? Then do the same thing outside on a sunny day. Look and see if you've got caulking that you're missing around the windows and doors. Do you have any other issues? Is a gutter overflowing? Do you have a gutter leaking? All these things can really start to tell you if you've got bigger problems. And then the most important part is fix it when you find it. Because when you don't, we all have those things that just kind of get pushed off. Oh, I'll take care of it this weekend. You forget about it. It works down the road. Then you got a bigger problem. So spend some time this week. Next week, we got a weekend coming up. It's a short week this week for many of us. Good time to maybe just jump on that and take a look at a few of those problems and get them fixed. That way, that problem doesn't get bigger, because water problems like that will always get bigger down the road. We're going to have some fun this week here's the cool thing here that you got to keep in mind with. Coming up on Around the House, we're going to have a big show ahead. We're going to be talking about drywall and plaster. Just how to patch it, best way to deal with it, some of that stuff like that, some of the tips and tricks with that, as well as tile, flooring, and backsplash tips. So we've got a couple different things we're going to be talking about coming up on Around the House on Saturday. Now, pay attention to Facebook for me. On Facebook, we really have some polls going this week. We're trying to decide some new topics for 2019 for the show. I want you to be a part of it. So take a listen, go over to Facebook. You can go up in that search area and go at ATHKXL. And when you do that, that'll get you to Around the House with Eric G. Like and follow, and then play along on the poll questions this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of doing subjects head-to-head all week long. And then on Sunday after the show, on Saturday, I'm going to post up kind of a round 2 where we take the winners and put them together so we have a handful of new subjects. So we're going to put those all together through Sunday. And then on Monday, I'm going to start round 2. That'll kind of pare us down to what the winners will be, and it'll add some more content to the show, and you've got a say in it. So I thought we'd have some fun with that. All right, hey, if you're listening to the podcast and all you do is listen to the podcast, thanks for listening. You can also catch us live streaming on Saturday, where you can call in. We are Saturday noon to 2 Pacific time, and you can actually call into the show and ask questions if you want. So noon to 2 Pacific, and you can stream it live at KXL.com. That's KXL.com. And you can just click the live button, stream it there. As well, we post up the podcast just after the show ends. Thanks for listening, everybody. Happy New Year. Enjoy the week. It's a short one. And we'll see you on Saturday. Have a great week. We have some exciting news about the Around the House podcast. Do you want to be an Around the House insider? Our premium membership gives you early access to the weekend podcast, exclusive access to our back catalog of shows, special email access to me, Eric G., with your own home improvement questions with a priority email address, plus exclusive new shows and extended content. Click down into the podcast show notes for the link to the Around the House Insider membership for less than the price of a beer at happy hour. Join me for this limited amount of exclusive members. And thanks for listening to Around the House.